To now have Mr. Festus Okoye sit down here and open his mouth, there must be a disconnect between the mouth and the brain box for him to offer anything short of an apology, unreserved one, to Nigerians for the utter failure to pretended by INEC.
Retired lawyer Dele Farotimi and spokesperson for the Labour Party has sent the Nigerian justice system to the cleaners. During an interview with Seun Akimbaloye, he highlighted the various ills in the judicial system in tandem with its body language at the election tribunal. Known for his consistent, honest outputs, he downplayed the conduct of INEC and its principal officers over the failure of the electoral body to conduct a free, fair and transparent election. He was hard on INEC and the justice system, adding that everything worked during the election but INEC.
With the system, to now have Mr. Festus Okoye sit down here and open his mouth, there must be a disconnect between the mouth and the brain box for him to offer anything short of an apology, unreserved one, to Nigerians for the utter failure to pretended by INEC. Let me say this. In a sane environment where people are still governed by reason, the likes of Mr. Festus Okoye should either have resigned or be somewhere writing his statements, explaining to Nigerians what happened. Glitch. The question is that glitch. Is it a glitch in human brain, a glitch in the technical systems, or a glitch occasioned by the complete shutdown of human conscience? So when the person now comes here and he sits down and he begins to offer explanations at variance with common sense, as has been attested to by anybody who observed this election or was here in this country, all the evidences are very clear, and it shows very clearly that everything that should work on that day worked except INEC.
So in some way, you lost hope in the judicial process.
I never had any hope in the judiciary at any point.
Why? So why do you bow then before the temple of justice?
Hold on. It is one thing to read law to earn a living, to read law so that you also know what the law says, or to read law in the delusion that you might get justice out of a judicial system that is not designed to deliver justice. So I'm not suggesting that there aren't instances where you can extract justice out of the system. You would have episodic periods when justice will be delivered, either because the judex himself has a conscience, or because you were fortunate to have all the evidence stacked in your favor and impossible for anyone to twist the outcome. But the reality is that the judiciary is hardly the last hope of the common man in our country. We must be bold enough to tell ourselves this truth.
How bad are things?
Horrible. Our judiciary is no different from our custom or our police or any other part of the Nigerian state. Why should we be surprised that the judiciary reflects us? It is us. We are the ones who are there. So it is either we are good enough as a people to do justice to ourselves, or we are not. So we should at least tell ourselves these home truths. The judiciary is not staffed by people from Ghana, Togo, Lome, or anywhere else. They are Nigerians like me and you, bowing to the same pressure, knowing the truths that me and you know, that we sometimes find difficult to express for several reasons. Not only fear.
How so? Why do you think things get so bad? I mean, there are other climes where even in the UK, in the US, there are extrapolation about how bad things are within their judiciary also. Yeah. But, I mean, why do you think things in Nigeria, especially in the judiciary, are differently horrible like you've described?
No. I didn't say especially. See, our situation is this. In the absence of the rule of law, we have become a people governed essentially by the administration of impunity.